A controversial bill to restrict abortions in Texas is closer to becoming law. The Texas House, on a party line vote, passed a measure that seeks to create strict new abortion limits. Under the bill, there would be bans on abortion after 20 weeks unless the woman's life was in immediate danger. The bill would also permit abortions to be performed in surgical centers only. Opponents say the restrictions would essentially ban abortion in the state because right now only 5 of the state's 42 clinics would qualify. Today's vote followed heated debate and rallies from both sides of the issue. You'll recall 2 weeks ago, a filibuster in the state Senate delayed final passage of the same bill, but a vote in the state Senate is now expected as early as Friday. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, Republican lawmakers have inserted anti-abortion amendments into a measure about motorcycle safety. The legislation would place new regulations on abortion clinics that could force many of them to close. They decided to insert the measure into the motorcycle safety bill after the state's governor threatened to veto it this morning. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, similar efforts were underway to restrict abortion access, but a federal judge put that on hold Monday night. The law in question says that any doctor who doesn't have admitting privileges at a nearby hospital can't perform abortions. According to a new report released last week, state legislatures this year have passed 43 measures that restrict access to abortion. That is the second highest number ever at this point in the year. First question, I'm going to go to the chairman on this one. You talking fiscal policy, you've been talking economics all the way through. Why can't the Republican Party seem to leave this issue alone? Why is this so important to so many Republican lawmakers when it doesn't seem to be that important to a lot of Republican voters?
It's a moral issue that they really care about, and that's what politics is about. And now they're empowering these states, and they want to legislate within Roe v. Wade, legislate with respect to these matters. It's simple as that.
It always is interesting to me that people can be pro-life when we talk about the unborn, but be pro-death once you're an adult, and be pro-death penalty, pro-execution, pro-war. So that's an interesting paradox there.
It's not only a moral issue, it's a health issue. All right, a woman has the right to choose. A woman has the right to take care of her body. She knows her body, she knows her health needs. It's not up to you or me to tell her what she should or should not do with her body. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when people would have illegal abortions, so to speak, by some butcher person living in an apartment. We don't want to go back to that ever again. And you know, I just think you need to try to understand that it's a health issue. And when we have line items knocked off the budget for women's health, it's not just for abortions. That's a very small percentage. It's for gynecological exams, mammograms, etc.
I want to let the chairman respond.
Well, you know, this is where Governor Cuomo made a bad mistake. He shouted loudly, it's her body, it's her choice, it's her body. But it's not. In the 3rd trimester, it is not. Look at the horrors of Dr. Gosnell and what he did.
All right,
killing babies.
It's not.
I got to go to a break, unfortunately. I'm going to wrap things up right after this. Stay with us.
Getting into the weeds right now as far